What's up, everybody? This is T.E. Huff Fitness bringing you video number 7 out of our series. This is the last video of the year. I hope everybody's had a great year. I hope everybody has a great new year. My name is Tyler. I'm just an everyday guy. I personal train on the side. I love fitness. It has changed my life. It has turned my life around, and I love it when people start that fitness journey. More importantly, I love helping people get on that fitness journey. I love helping people develop a routine, develop that confidence to take that step into making that lifestyle change, and a lifestyle change for the better. If you like what you're watching, hit the like button. More importantly, though, subscribe to the channel for more videos to come, which there will be. I got a message on Instagram not too long ago. There's this guy I follow, and he follows me, and he DM'd me, and it says, I'm looking for some easily explained bicep and tricep tips or tricks. So the topic we'll be covering today is just little tips and tricks to help develop your arms. Now, when it comes to working out, like I've always said, to each their own. You can take a little bit away from everything and make your own workout. It's whatever works for you. There's all kinds of great tips and methods. I'm just gonna offer you some tips that I've always used, and they've always seemed to work for me. I'm a firm believer of the superset. I've seen people do a lot of different forms of supersets. I've seen people, they do a curl, they work their biceps, the front arm muscle. And then they immediately jump into working their back arm muscle, working their tricep. And that's great. And I've actually done that before too. But what I've done 95% of the time is I've just focused on my bis, blasted them out, and then I've turned around and did my back arms and blasted them out too. And when I mean blast, I'm not talking about hurting them. I'm talking about hurting them in a good way. I'm just gonna show you some things that I've done that you can apply, and hopefully they'll work for you. Usually when working my bis, I always do a superset between, I guess what would be a regular curl, a curl with my palms facing upwards as I'm bringing it up. Usually, when you think of somebody curling, that's what they do. I superset between that kind of curl and a hammer curl, which is where you hold your hand down this in almost in a striking motion as if it was a hammer, pretty easily explained. But if you're in a gym or you're at home, you can do this with dumbbells. It doesn't really matter. I just got a curl bar, a little easy bar. Now, granted, it doesn't have any weights on it, but it's just for demonstration. But my first set of biceps, my palms are up, and I do a curl of whatever weight's comfortable for me. You do whatever weight is comfortable for you. You want to do a weight where you're not swinging your whole body, where you're herking and jerking, because you're taking away from your arm muscles. You want to do a weight that's challenging, but it's safe and where you can actually be still and focus on your form, because the more you focus on your form, that form is going to channel into that particular muscle you're wanting to train. And guys, I'm telling you, if you're starting out, leave your ego at the door, man. Leave your pride. Don't try and stack on a shit ton of weight where you're just freaking slinging your whole body, because really you're not doing anything. You're not accomplishing nearly what you think you are. You gotta drop weight, because sometimes when it comes to lifting weights, less is more. Do it to where you can comfortably bring this up. And I suggest doing a weight to where you can do anywhere from 10 to 12 to 15 reps. That's just my personal number, especially if you're trying to get muscle growth, if you're trying to blast them out and achieve hypertrophy. I would get you a weight to where you can do 10 to 12 to 15 reps. By the time you're getting to whatever number you want, whether it's 10 or whatever, when you get to that number, you're tired. And by the time you take a short break and get back to it, by the time you're trying to reach that same number or whatever number, it's gonna be even more challenging. That's what you want. Now, here's the kicker. When you get done initially completing that first set of curls and you're wanting to take a break, don't. Put down the curl bar or put down whatever weight you're using for your curl, and then jump into hammer curls. A hammer curl is, like I said, you've got your fist held in a striking motion, in a hammer motion. Now, you can do them like this, simultaneously. Of course, you can do it one at a time. I love doing a cross-body hammer curl. I don't know why, I always love doing it. And get a weight to where it's challenging, but where you're not just slinging your whole body. You don't want a weight that's heavy to where you're going to hurt your arm, hurt your shoulder trying to sling it up. And you might have to drop, it might be a lightweight, especially if you just get done completing a set of curl bar, and then you jump into these dumbbells, you're gonna be tired. But that's the idea. That's the idea. You're totally gonna blast out those biceps, and that's what you want. Now, put those together back to back, and you've got a really good superset. As far as rest time goes, I'd keep it fast. I'd keep it right around the 2-minute range. Depending on how your endurance is, on how quick you catch your breath, if you can tone it down to 90 seconds, some people even suggest a minute. I think even for me, a minute is super fast. I mean, it keeps your heart rate up and that's good, but it's a very short recovery time, especially if you're wanting just to jump back in it and trying to achieve that same number of reps. So anywhere from like a 90-second rest period to a 2-minute rest period. And you're still gonna be winded, but stay true to that time. And when that time is up, you jump right back down there, you grab that curl bar, and you start pumping away again. You do whatever number of reps you want, then whenever you complete that, sit that down, grab those dumbbells, start blasting out those hammer curls. A hammer curl too is whenever the way you hold it, it also works more of your forearm area too, along with your biceps. And changing grips from going upwards to sideways, that's gonna work different areas of your bicep. And when it comes to sets, I do anywhere from 3 to 5. I mean, that's totally up to you. I wouldn't do any less than 3. Whatever else is whatever you can handle, as long as you're doing it safe. And like I said, guys, these are just tips that have worked for me. You don't have to superset. A superset offers more of a challenge, and you know, it's just kind of fun just to see if you can handle it. So anyway, these things have worked for me. I hope they work for you. You're starting that fitness journey, go for it. Just get familiar, learn what you can handle safely, and eventually if you keep doing it, you're gonna move on to heavier weight, you're gonna move on to more reps, you are going to develop more. Just take your time, take those steps, take it one day at a time, and you'll get it. So guys, feel free to message me any kind of questions you might have. I'll help you to the best of my ability. I hope you all have a wonderful New Year's. Thank you, and God bless.